subsequent wife, well, she had been a subsequent wife, got divorced, and she was married to someone else, and she was the only wife that he had. And she said, Fatimah, if I could have told my co-wife many, many years ago, she said this like 30-something years ago, that I wasn't trying to take anything from her. She said that would have been something that I would have offered her had she given me the chance. Because you think, oh, they're trying to take something away from me. I did. And she was like, if I could have just got that point across, it could have worked.
And the thing is, I've had questions where people say, well, did you think about the first wife when you did this? Did you do this? It's not, see, my thing is, I never looked at it as anything negative. So if my mind is not something negative or vindictive or malicious, then it's not something that I'm going to see that I need to figure out how somebody's going to feel about it. Yeah. So the thing is that no matter what, the other person still has to allow you into their life. Yeah. You can't force yourself on that. I couldn't force myself a relationship with Fatimah. I couldn't do that. When she was ready, that's when the relationship blossomed.
Right. We're always going to tell the truth about that. We're not, it's easy to run from, but the three of us are not running from this. That's the truth. You can't make anybody. My husband couldn't make me.
Yeah, and I was told that I can't make a person do what they need to do.
He couldn't. And I said, you know what? I had to make a decision to say, okay, this is enough of this mess. We're going to have a conversation. And that's so important. Allow yourself to have those tough conversations. Okay, next one. Okay, do you still feel special to your husband or let's see, these are all bunched up, or as if he has a new replacement? Nope, because I'm irreplaceable. I always say that. And we're two different people. I feel special, but I don't feel like I've been replaced. Because that's two parts to her question. I feel special because I know who I am, like just outside of, like I'm other things. I'm not just wife. I'm the mother of 7 children. I'm someone's daughter. I'm someone's granddaughter. I'm so many different things. I'm somebody's friend. So, and I'm just custom made for my body. My spirit is in my body. So I look at the things that make me unique. I look at the things that make Coach Nyla unique, that make Coach Nazir unique, and we're all different. We have the same values, but our hierarchy of values is different. So yeah, we absolutely find what's unique about each other, embrace that. So
there's no need for her to not feel special, or feel like replacement. It's not even about a replacement thing. And as I stated before,
I'm not broken. Nothing on me broke.
No, it's like, but that's the mindset, and that's the thing we have to help shift the mindset of not feeling like there's something wrong with you, that there's a deficit or anything like that.
I'm gonna print up them T-shirts that say I'm not impaired in any way.
I'm not a deficit.
Yeah, so one marriage can't diminish the other one. Right. And I wish I could just put that on repeat. What happens happens.
We're not like men. We're going to say that over and over and over and over again. We're just not like them. And as much as, we can be attracted to other people, other men, that doesn't mean that we want
people look at what's good
the
looking.
Responsibility of marrying another and doing it. We just don't work like that. For the most part.
Not hardwired that way.
Naturally.
Right. Do you feel as though, let me see. Do you feel as if you have to compete for your husband's affection? Absolutely not. I don't think either of us feel that way. We have our own separate marriages, so we stay in our lane with those types of things. It doesn't cross my mind that I'm over 40. I'm not fighting for affections of, it is what it is. It's our marriages are separate. So we within the parameters of our marriage separately, and then when we're coaching, we try to come as a collective and help other people. But we are very good at not going, well, you know, and we don't do the PDA stuff where
Yeah.
we're, you know, he'll come hug me and then he'll hug Coach Nyla. We're very good, and our children have noticed that, especially daughters. And our bonus babies have noticed that too. We're very good at not. I don't know. We just don't. We don't cause anything among each other to make the other one feel a kind of a way.
Yeah, I
You know
think,
what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's true, because what may be okay for me may not be okay for her. What may be okay for her may not be okay for me.
Right.
But I think just for everything to be smooth and, you know, nice and smooth is, you know, we have our, I guess, boundaries.
We do. We created boundaries, guidelines.
What is done and what is not done. I mean, it is what it is. Well, you will, if you really want it to work, you will create what works best for you.
Right.
And to feel like you have to, and I think that's the thing. We live in a society that we were taught that men have to compete.
Yeah. Very
For
competitive.
for a
Yes.
man's attention, affection, and they have to do this and that, and
That's too much energy.
it is a lot of
It's a
energy.
lot
And
of
not
energy.
saying that, like, once again, we'll talk about, we're coming from a place of privilege. We're coming from a place of years and years of personal development, years of going through trial, you know, just this type of trial and error type of thing, and building on ourselves, where we give ourselves enough affection and enough attention that the attention that he gives is just extra.
Yeah, because we have a lot of children between us.
It's not a necessity, but it's a, you know, it's good when it's, you know, it's good when it's given.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a issue of trying to compete for it.
It's not a competition. You know, if I could really just stress that, it's not a competition. So we have it in our heads that this is not a competition. I'm not Coach Nyla, she's not Coach Fatimah. We're different. So, and we embrace that difference. You know, we don't try to use it to hurt each other.
Right.
All right, let's see. Do you feel any resentment toward your husband for choosing something that is going to have such a huge impact on your life? I did. I absolutely did. And then it wasn't serving me. It wasn't serving my family. I thought about it and I'm like, who am I? Who do I think I am that I can say this cannot happen? And who do I think I am to say it shouldn't happen? I could say all that and it still could have went down. So I did feel, because when it happens, you feel like you're going to lose something. You feel like your kids are going to lose time. You feel like you're going to lose time. And I didn't realize that ultimately I didn't want all that time. I wanted time for myself. I wanted my children he's always available to both of us.
Yeah.
He might not physically be there all the time, but mentally he's always available. It's a phone call away.
And we've said that. It's like,
he's
not part-time here, part-time there. He's our husband 24, 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So whether he marries a third or fourth, he will be their husband 100% of the time.
He'll be busy, but he'll be 100% busy.
Right.
You know, but that's important to understand. Initially, you might feel a type of a way that is negative, but you really have to abandon it and say, is it serving you to be that way, and is it serving your family? Because your children are watching this unfold as well. It's not just the husband and the wife. The kids are going, you know, watching for it. Okay.
Don't let me, y'all. Been kind of behind the scenes, making sure stuff is all right. So if you were on the webpage and there was an issue, we had an audio issue, so we straightened it out. So feel free to definitely go back. And again, we're going to be starting shortly with filming of day 3 from the going from monogamy to polygyny course. So if you are not already registered, get registered and join us over outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/BTS for behind the scenes. We do have another question from our sister Amina over in Africa, I think Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken. Alhamdulillah. Hey, says how you be? I know it's early or late for you, but she says, what do you say to the man who feels that if he has 2 wives and they get along, that he won't have peace? So if they're friends, they get along, he won't have peace.
I don't.
What does that mean?
if they're friends, he won't have peace.
What does that mean?
Well, like they gang up on him.
Right, like that part.
That can go a couple different ways. If they love him, they won't.
Some brothers don't want some brothers locally, for example.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you,
But I don't
that's
know
the similar type of
won't have
situation.
peace part. Like, does that bother him? I don't.
Yes, that bothers him if they're friendly, if they have peace, if
I-
they get along.
I'm going to be honest with you all. I've never heard of, the community we're in, they typically want peace between them and they want them to get along. But I'm saying as long as it's not used to hurt him, then I embrace that friendship. But I can see where the brother would be like, maybe I'll get pushed to the side if
Yeah,
they're
that's
too
probably, 'cause
friendly.
I was trying to figure out, because it is actually, I'm familiar with a family who the husband did not, it wasn't that he was trying to keep them apart or anything like that, but he didn't encourage the friendship or whatever, togetherness of the wife. And they wanted to go shopping, they wanted to do things together and all of that other good stuff. But, and then they were wondering like, okay, what's the issue? What's the problem? What's going on?
Right.
But I think one of the things was that was something that he wasn't used to. It was like, okay, in your mindset, your mind is like, okay, you have to be a mediator or they have to be separate. Or
Maybe he was just jealous.
or
Like cuts into his time with his wife.
Yeah, or it could just be a low self-confidence issue.
Yeah, because I'm like,
You know, maybe, I mean, there are those types of people that love drama and love the pettiness and feel that, oh, I'm in polygyny, so.
Oh, no.
They
bro.
fight.
Oh, they're arguing, it's about
Right.
me, I'm so great. You know, it could be that, Allah knows best, but our sister, again, she actually said directly, and we're looking down because we're filling these questions, so either post a question on the YouTube stream, and if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube stream, please do help us get to at least 1,000 subscribers, because we want to be able to stream from the phone versus the elaborate setup that we have to do without it. So if you do that, that'd be great. And we also have some other videos and stuff that are not shared on Facebook as well, and vice versa. She said, again, what he said, men who feel that if it's two wives in harmony, he won't be at peace. My thing is that to really answer the question, what two people that are in harmony, which means are peaceful, would make life easier and be more peaceful.
right.
You know, if you have two children, do you prefer them to just have this sibling rivalry and be at it all the time? Or if they get along, would it be better?
Yeah.
So what would happen with any other sets of human beings that you're close to? You know, if your parents get along, that can be a problem? No, not at all. So again, it really just doesn't make sense here. At least it doesn't to me. If you want peace, have peace. You know, it's not that difficult. So we'll
Be grateful for that.
got a few more questions as well. I want to continue with that.
All right.
And again, you could also email the questions, support@outstandingpersonalrelationships.com as well, or post them on the site as we're looking through and scrolling, because we're going to be starting in less than 10 minutes, the live filming of day 3. And today is Coach Fatimah is going to get into it. Like most of these questions already are directed to her, at least from the initial wife or first wife's perspective that we're going through now. Like some of this stuff you're going to be covered in training. So we don't need to go and all that, but go ahead.
All righty. Let's see. Do you feel jealous when your husband is with his other wife? I used to, but I don't.
I do.
I had no reaction. I had no reaction. I didn't come over there and get in the middle. I didn't do any of that. I'm not going to do any of that. I've never hit a soul over Coach Nazir, because I think, I think that's classless. Saying he hit nobody, now ain't nobody gonna hit me. But we're not like that. We don't have that kind of energy. But my mindset is not like that. I look at it as he's where he needs to be for the day, and they're doing what they have to do. You know, there's children here. They're parenting. There are family. I don't go, oh, he over there with his family, and we're here, and we're the other family. It's one big family.
I did that before.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I did.
I had to work on that though. That took a while, but
So I didn't know if that was a first wife question or just a wife's question.
I think
period, 'cause
we
go
should
either way.
I think we could I think we both could answer it. I think all of us that are wives can answer that question. But I try to go, you know what, this is where he's supposed to be today. And then I fill my day with what I need to do for me for personal development.
Of course.
Because that's ongoing.
That's
that never stops. It never stops. But what's your take on it?
I did. Seriously. And I talked about it before. And I mean, I also talked about it in my training where my mindset was, I'm a subsequent wife, I'm the incoming wife, I'm the second wife, so I felt like I did feel like I was at a deficit. I felt like I had to be
like a third wheel mentality.
And I said second fiddle. That was actually the words I used. I feel like the second fiddle. So
I felt like a broken fiddle. So don't feel bad, sis.
Where it was like, they have this thing that they built that they have.
Hey.
We fell, y'all. Hold on. I told him the earth is waking. This bitch is falling. And
that's all.
Hey,
that's how you do
I
live.
was gonna mess up stuff.
Sorry, y'all. We fell.
Yeah, so it was.
Just knock you out.
It was this. It was this. They have this history, and they have these children, and it's certain things that I feel like I will never be able to. I would never be able to match up to. That's how I felt. Another thing was that I used to hear where it was like, you would never catch up, or, she's so, and it was like, it was something on the lines of that, didn't never catch up. And that always hit me some type of way. It was hard.
What is this, the tortoise in the hair?
Whatever.
I just couldn't say that to somebody. But
it definitely, I felt that. You could hear that. You're like, wow, okay, so, I'm never going to be at a level where and it was like this level thing. I'm not going to be at a level where I can be at peace with, with my marriage, because I'm always looked at as a person who has to catch up to something or has to build up to this type of level, or you would not be the real wife or not. It was like a lot of these things. So yeah, a lot of people do have questions, for the first wife and the initial wife, stating that, well, how did you feel about this? And how did you feel about him marrying somebody else, and your feelings, which is understandable. Yeah. But do not get it twisted that, that subsequent wives or second wives or incoming wives come in to say, yes, I got it. I got all the benefits of what she worked for and done and everything like that, because I saw that.
I had 19-year-old Nazir. What did you have? 35, 36-year-old?
Right.
He was different then.
So that the thing is to say,
we're roasting our husband, y'all.
Yeah,
but no, that's real talk.
Where they're like, well, I wish that the co-wife and the husband understand that, the first wife has a right to feel the way she feels. Everybody has a right to feel their type of way. But to say that because she built him to who made him to who he is.
What is this, Legos? We transitioned into Islam together. So it was like, yeah. So it was like a dual effort. I didn't just build him and mold him like I wanted him to be. Or else he wouldn't have got married again.
So the second wife, she comes in and she reaps all the benefits of what the first wife did.
You took all my homework. Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Scandalous.
Yeah, that's pretty weak.
Yeah.
What if you just married somebody, you get married and 2 months later you get married again, then what? So
somebody said that to me. They said, Fatimah, you lucky he waited 15 years. They said he wasn't crazy, because see, the 20-year-old me, I don't know what she would have did to him.
Well, you already talked about on that Sunday about the older woman.
Yeah. I was like, hey. Anyway, so couple of questions before we go into the live. First, I want to salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh to everybody who is giving us salams. Hey, since you back, she said, hey, ladies, so my bad.
No shade.
Yusuf, my man. All right, so this brother, scientist Aleph Frumi says, hi, what's the best thing about polygamy? But again, polygamy is the general term. Under polygamy falls a lot of different. Polygamy just means people have multiple spouses. Okay, so the male can have multiple spouses, females have multiple spouses. To get specific, regarding the terms. Polygyny means a man having multiple wives. In my case, I'm a Muslim, so I ascribe to the laws of Islam, which means we limit our wives to up to four at one particular time. Then there's polyandry, where a woman has multiple husbands. All right, then there's polyamory, where they all are kind of in relationships together in multiple relationships. So again, there's a whole plethora under polygamy, but we are talking specifically polygyny. So what's the best thing? We can wrap with this one, I'm thinking. Everybody just kind of say what's the best thing about polygyny, and then we move on to the live. And if you want to join us live while Coach Fatimah is doing the recording of our new course, then it's not gonna be on social media. So this is gonna cut off. You got to go to our, you have to get the special link from outstandingpersonrelationships.com/BTS and join us there. So we'll start.
I think that I never thought I'd be the one saying this. I'll get into my training about that later, but I never thought I'd say that. I feel like it just completes the family. We all add something special to our family now. So where I might need help, I have two people to help me through something. I had a problem on Facebook the other day, and I hit Coach Nyla up. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. Something small like that, or something so big as to help with different things we have for our kids, or eat, or getting our children ready, educating them together, teaching them together, training them together. We've had deaths in our family. We've had tragedies in our family where we're there to lean on each other emotionally, physically lean on each other. If somebody's talking trash about us, she's there. And I wasn't always in that headspace. I remember not talking, and we worked together, and somebody was like, oh, they wanted to hit her. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna hit her in here. First of all, I mean, I jumped right into protective mode. And I was like, well, then I love her because I'm ready to defend her to the death in here. I'm like, I'll burn this place down. I was really clowning that day. I was really clowning that day. And I surprised myself with that one. But just across the board, it's very fulfilling for me as a woman to have extra support from another wife. It just is. And I'm waiting for the ceiling to fall down next. Because I'm admitting it on a live. It just is. That's my truth, you guys.
Yeah, that's crazy because that's my.
You've been on that though.
Yeah, I think that, but that's my favorite part is because I came from. I like big families, period. I like big families. I cannot lie. I do. And the thing was the support, sisterhood, stuff like that. That is my jam. So when it comes to that and the family dynamic that we have, that's fun. I have so many other favorite things, but to just sum it up, it is the togetherness, being able to help out, having the support, and just all that. Like when you're a kid and somebody is bothering you, and you got a big family, got your back. Yeah. And so you got this confidence that you got this family that got your back.
Yeah, don't come for us.
It's like my family got my back. I got family. So whenever I need anything, they're there. If I'm struggling, if I have some stress, or if I just want to just kick it, I got that.
Yeah, I'm the life of the party with that.
So
I have the ball.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's all I can say about that.
How do you feel about polygyny?
What you think?
What's on your mind?
Polygyny, one, it's a moral way to expand your family and be a man. It requires you to be a man if you're going to be practicing it properly. Okay, so it's not something to play with. I mean, we're dealing with lies. We're dealing with recognition of being, raised again and being accountable for it. But it provides a way to expand your family, which helps, again, build your community, your society, and ultimately your nation. So if and when, as my children are getting older, for example, my wives, and we're doing stuff together, for me to be able to go and sit in our own boardroom and make decisions about what we're doing with businesses and traveling the world, and for the next generations down, and things like that. To me, that was powerful, because we didn't just decide to change our names after we become Muslim. We want to change generations to stop the cycle a cycle of a whole bunch of dysfunction.
Yeah.
Not just because, by being Muslim, you're out of the dysfunction. No, not at all. There's a lot of, dysfunctional families and pain and trauma and stuff like that goes on. That's human. That's part of human diaspora. We wanted to change it. We wanted to be that change in that family tree that returned to our roots before many of our ancestors were enslaved. We are the answers to their prayers, their du'as, that their children return to this deen and stand firm upon it. I absolutely believe that. And after all of us taking our DNA test and knowing where we come from part of the Muslim world in Northern and West Africa. So them more than me, but I'm 55% African. I'm just saying. With that being said,
hold on to it.
But with that being said, we do have one other question. One other question before we go to live again. If you want to join us and watch Coach Fatimah's training live for our course, then outstandingpersonrelationships.com/BTS. If you're already registered, you've already done that, and you're already watching right now from the page, nothing to worry about. You just have to refresh your browser after we end this Q&A. So you just have to refresh it. We'll change the room up and be good to go. So there's one other question that Sister Aisha had. She says, when times are tough in your relationship with your husband, do you find he's less motivated to work things out as he can just go to his other wife? I've heard that before.
You know what?
I heard that too.
I remember one time a friend of mine, friend of 20 plus years, said to me, I was like, I don't want to hug him. I was mad. And I said, he can go hug her. And then she said, Fatimah, he can't get a hug from her for you.
Yeah, right.
And I'm going, why not? She's just like, you aggravate me now, but why not? And we're different people. I will continue to say that we have our heads covered, we have our bodies covered, we have our hearts covered with the sweets of Islam, but we are different women. So we work within our marriages, and he can't get things from Fatimah, from Coach Nyla, and he can't get things from her. That to me, it's not, if you don't know that's abnormal thinking, but it is.
Yeah.
Because I can't look at one of my children, I love them at the same time, but I can't get the same thing from my 22-year-old that I get from my 17-year-old daughter.
You made me mad, so I'm going to get it.
I'm going to go get it from her.
Come on.
She go, no, you can't. Right. Yeah. And so we're different women. So he can't get certain things from me and give them to Coach Nyla, and her go, well, let me act like Fatimah today. And I'll go, let me act like Nyla today. People mix us up constantly. I think it's hilarious. But
it's hilarious now. It wasn't hilarious in the past.
It wasn't hilarious in the past. Did I see you at the store? No.
It was fine.
Girl,
oh, good. Yeah, because she is so cute.
But you know what the thing is? It's the way they say it. They said like they busted them at the store, and they were trying to use that to hurt me. It's not that you say you saw them; it's how you said it to me. I'll get into that today.
Okay.
I think that's the thing. Because once again, I didn't chime in a little bit on that. Yeah. When it comes down to it, I would think that, and you would, because it's talking about husband, period. But no, I don't think that he would be less likely to work it out with me or with Coach Fatimah because, okay, I'm mad at her, so I'm going here. I'm mad at her, so I'm going here. Because like she said before, is that, we have our own individual thing and our own individual relationships, our own individual marriages. So we're not, it's not the same, we're not the same person. He didn't marry two families, he didn't marry two Nylas.
He'd kill himself if it was two of me, like two identical versions of me talking. We can't. Woo! Check out of the chat.
All right, so a couple things. We're about to switch everything up. We're going to begin the recording of day 3 with Coach Fatimah's training. So if you want to join us there, again, make sure outstandingpersonrelationships.com/BTS for behind the scenes. Also, if you are there, or if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. All right, we have a number of different videos and things that we feel you probably benefit from. So subscribe there, and also help us get our subscriber count up. Share this information. If you benefited today, share it. Share it on Facebook. People will hear me asking them to go ahead and subscribe. Once we get over 1,000 people, then we won't have to be looking all here trying to find the questions, and I'm looking down while the camera's there. It's like, you're not paying attention. I'm paying attention. But I'm trying to also ask questions. So go there, subscribe, so that we can stream from here versus from our laptop with this big setup. Nevertheless,
Yeah.
Shout out to Suna series sister.
Oh,
Whatever. I want to
yeah.
shout her out.
All right. All right.
See, I wouldn't even see.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's
You
sing
had
real
to
quick.
put it on.
Where's
Real quick, I want to do it because that was so cute.
was it under? See, it was on my phone. Well, you know what? The email and my email. So that being said, let me go find it. Let me get out the way. But I'm gonna read it so they hear. One of my dear sisters, she has some good advice as well. So let me go in with that after. Okay, Zaina Abdul Salam. Assalamu alaikum. What up, sis? All right. They keep you in our dua. She says, Juma Mubarak to you all. Please keep my family in your duas. I was up until 1 a.m. watching your channel. MashaAllah. I made dua for you guys in my sujood at Aisha. Because I'm so happy. MashaAllah. Actually, this is not it, but this is a good one too.
Okay.
It says, I used to watch Sister Wives to get the fulfillment of my love for polygyny, but it didn't last long, of course, because they are Muslim. May Allah guide them. I mean, but now Allah got them into your channel, and I can't stop watching. And when I'm not watching, I'm listening while doing housework. LOL. It's so motivating knowing that the sunnah isn't dead and that I'm not the only one who feels comfortable with Allah. Okay, alhamdulillah, that was good. That's
sister. That felt good.
No,
That was beautiful, mashallah.
That made my day.
all right. Let me find it because that was not the one. It's good, but
Keep sending them. I love
Yes,
it.
definitely.
I love it. Thank you all. We
We
appreciate
read
the
your
love.
emails.
We really
read
appreciate
your
it.
comments. We read your emails.
Because this is to put your life out here on YouTube is, I never thought I'd be, ooh, you would tell me this, I wouldn't believe it.
Okay, so yeah, that was the thing. And probably like polygyny, not really. I don't think I would have thought of it.
same sister.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is absolutely adorable. MashaAllah. Allah.
We do.
I subscribed the other night. I typed polygyny in the search and I was like, yay, Muslims. But I didn't know what to expect. Within the first few seconds, I subscribed and I've been binging on these amazing videos. I'm a mother of 5, mashallah. And last night I told my daughter, okay, time before bed, we have to watch our Sunnah show. She said, about what? I said, 1 man, 2 wives. She said, like, you and Abby? I said, absolutely. She said, yay, Abby, can you marry 2 more sisters? It means more siblings for me. The Sunnah is not foreign to my children, and they see the benefit as I do. My son says, and Jenna, I want my wives to fall from the sky like rain and land on their feet, Umi. Which, by the way, is super dope.
Girl power.
He said, I was blown away with the amazing. I told Muhammad, may Allah give you what you ask for. I mean, and whenever our coaches always say, you could use this and I won't charge you guys. So I'm about to let y'all know who said it. This is Sister Zaina. She said, okay. I tell them, don't strive to be the only wife. Strive to be the best wife. All right. She said, and she would tell her daughters, tell my daughters the same, and live by this. There's no point acting a fool when you can become your husband's Jew.
Oh, Mars.
So alhamdulillah, may Allah bless you.
Alhamdulillah.
Your children are offspring. So alhamdulillah, definitely. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sis.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Prayerfully, you joining us live. Again, we're going to start probably about 5 minutes because we have to transition everything over. Again, appreciate all of you being with us live right now. And if you want to continue with the actual training of this module with Coach Fatimah, outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/BTS. Share the information, subscribe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Y'all get some arms?
Assalamu alaikum.
We